Well, hi Libras, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It is time for July's reading. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of this reading. At the end, I'm taking out an angel card and a universe card. So, if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started. For July's reading, for Libras, please, universe, what can they expect? Oh, that one wants out. What can they expect for Libras, please? Any advice would be so welcome for Libras. And there you are as the King of Swords, an air sign. All cards are male or female. I'll put them down in the order they came out for Libras for July. Okay, so we have 4 cards for the second part of the reading. So the overall energy, Libras, of this reading is the Nine of Swords. You're up in your head about something. If this is your reading, you have swords of truth and clarity, and they keep coming through your mind and coming through your mind anytime you have a quiet moment. And it almost can get torturous, mentally torturous. It's like, oh my gosh, you just can't stop thinking about something very heavy on your mind. Surround your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy, the Tower. So the Tower, that's a blow-up moment. That is it could be anything from an argument, can be a Tower moment, to a breakup, to a death. Something is happening, and whatever that is, it's really got you up in your head. Maybe you're blaming yourself. Maybe you're thinking you probably should have seen it coming. Something like that. But this Tower moment, these are the 2 strongest energies in your reading for July, Libras. But that Tower moment there is right next to the Judgment card. Now, the Judgment card is right above the Nine of Swords. So this is a spiritual lesson. This is all for a reason, okay? Judgment, guardian angels and spirit guides, they're blowing a horn down on you, and they're getting you to awaken to a spiritual lesson. So this is something that they will not give up on. They will try over and over and over again to get you to learn a particular spiritual lesson. And that's what this is all about. So if you're wondering, why me, why is this happening, or whatever, it's a spiritual lesson. Next to the Judgment card is Temperance. There's your guardian angels and spirit guides again. Their job is to get you tempered, is to help you become balanced again after this Tower moment and learning a spiritual lesson. Spiritual lessons are so difficult to get through. But once you do, you can move forward, and the universe will reward you for learning spiritual lessons. So Temperance is here. And, you have 1 foot in the waters of emotion. You have 1 foot on the ground. They want both those feet on the ground. They want you grounded. They want you balanced. And they want you to have patience. So their whole job is to temper, to get you tempered. I have the 6 of Wands under the Tower card and right next to the 9 of Swords. This is a card for success and love. There's a wreath there that can stand for engagement. All these wands coming up in the background are people who love and care about you, who are celebrating your success and love. Well, I think this is what's getting blown up here, because a Tower moment is right above it. So it feels like maybe you were seen as a couple with someone, where everybody thought, when they say your name, they say someone else's name, and something happens. This is either just a blow up, or this is an actual breakup. So let me keep reading. Right on the other side of the 9 of Swords and right under Temperance is the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is a very sincere love offer. Now, we have the Six of Wands on one side of that Nine of Swords, and we have the Knight of Cups on the other side. So I feel like you're really questioning your judgment as far as, because there was a blow up here, but I feel like this blow up is with a very sincere person, someone who really does care about you. And so things may feel worse than they are. Let me just keep reading. I have the Queen of Pentacles under the Six of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles is a card, it's an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn might be strong in your chart, might be strong in someone else's chart around this reading. But the Queen of Pentacles is holding the second largest pentacle in the whole deck. Looking at that pentacle, male or female, and looking for security, stability, groundedness, a future, commitment. And that is right under the Six of Wands. Now, I feel like this argument, something was said, some feelings were hurt, and there's something to be learned from it, obviously, with the Judgment card being here. But Temperance is saying just wait it out, be patient, and things are going to change, and things are going to change. I have the Death card right next to the Queen of Pentacles and right under the Nine of Swords. So the Death card is the card for Scorpio. So Scorpio might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. Did I tell you Temperance is for Sagittarius? So that Sagittarius might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. Well, the Death card is all about the end of the old, the beginning of the new. It's like ringing out the old year, ringing in the new year. So it's a card of transformation. Now, something is, you are transforming somehow because of this Tower moment, because of this spiritual lesson. Let me just keep reading. I have the Fool right next to the Death card and under the Knight of Cups. So the Fool, this is like taking a leap of faith. It's like bouncing along with your head in the clouds, living in the moment, throwing caution to the wind. I feel like this relationship may have started that way, but someone, and it's you, always ends up looking forward. They come to the edge of the cliff, so they take their head out of the clouds and start to look forward. And this is probably the whole cause of this Tower moment, that I think you want to move forward, an engagement or something more solid or secure, and they weren't ready yet. So something's happening here with you, with all these swords of truth and clarity going through your head. Maybe you're just kind of like, no, I know, it's probably too soon, and maybe you're like, why did I even say anything or start this conversation or whatever happened. So the Fool, you're going to be moving forward from that energy of the Fool. You're also, the Knight of Cups is right below the Knight of Cups. So I think that you're going to see that this Knight of Cups is really, is a sincere offer. I just think that you're going to leave this energy of the Fool and realize that it almost feels like you almost do destroy this relationship, but I don't feel like it is destroyed because of these two cards. Let's see what else comes up. I can change my mind as I go along in a reading. There you are as a King of Swords, male or female, air sign for Libras. What else do they need to know, please? For Libras. What else do they need to know? For Libras. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, the Hierophant, right in the middle. One extra card. Okay. So I have the Five of Pentacles right next to Temperance. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a break in the relationship, and that's why you're going to be up in your head because of this disagreement. It feels like a disagreement. You're going to feel rejected, left out in the cold, because I don't think that they're going to be ready for whatever it is that you want, which is security, stability. You want a commitment, or you want to move in together, or an engagement, something like that. So you're going to be feeling alone, left out in the cold, just kind of maybe abandoned. They might even ghost you with this card for a while because of this situation. But you know, they are a soulmate. I have the Six of Cups next to the Five of Pentacles. We have tons of soulmates. It doesn't mean you have to be with them. I just want to put that out there. But this card can represent someone that you've known, you know, since college years or before. So someone that you've known for quite some time, possibly. It's, see the cup that they're offering? We have the Knight of Cups, which is a very sincere love offer. And now we have the Six of Cups. And that's the only cup allowed to have anything in it, and it still be a sincere love offer. So I feel like they are a strong soulmate. I feel like they have good intentions in this relationship, even though something's going down, something's happening in this relationship. I have the Nine of Pentacles right next to the Six of Cups. This can be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn again, strong in someone's chart. But with the Nine of Pentacles, this is about being self-confident, self-assured, grounded, stable, and just being you as a single person. So, you know, when this person came in and made you an offer, this soulmate, you were already stable and secure and self-confident, and you probably had your own car, you know, house, yet you were grounded. But then you got involved, okay? It's because you accepted this offer that when they came in as a Knight of Cups, the Six of Cups, and now you're involved. And I think you wanted to, because I think the type of personality you are is you are much more settled when you feel grounded and stable in your life. And I don't feel like you were exactly feeling that way with this person. Maybe you just wanted to feel that way sooner than they could. That could be the whole thing. I have the King of Swords under the Five of Pentacles next to the Knight of Cups. This is air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So you're Libra, and Gemini or Aquarius, one of those three, might be strong in someone else's chart too around this reading. But there you are with your sword up in self-protection, seeking truth, seeking clarity. You're feeling like with the very on guard, very protected. And it's about this love offer that came in. You're like, oh, I don't know if this was ever going to go anywheres. You were feeling like it was going to go someplace, but I think that you were doubting it, and it caused an argument, a tower moment. And the Hierophant is right next to the King of Swords and right under the Six of Cups. The Hierophant is the card for Taurus. So Taurus might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. But the Hierophant's about security, stability, groundedness. It's very spiritual. It can be a card for marriage. Wow. So I do think that you were expecting a pentacle. I do think that you wanted to head towards marriage. I got the Six of Wands here as an engagement card, and people seeing you as a couple. But I feel like they were very, very slow coming in with the pentacle for you. You wanted to move faster than they did. It looks like this horse with the Knight of Pentacles is just standing still, but there is one foot barely in front of the other, and it's bringing a pentacle with it. So, but it's slow, so slow. That probably had you up in your head. You're like, where is this relationship going? Because you demand pentacles. You demand groundedness in order to feel stable, in order to feel balanced. That is part of your nature here. So you need to know that they're in this like you're in this. I have the Seven of Wands under the King of Swords and next to the Fool. Now this is blocking, just like it looks. I mean, the King of Swords is also blocking, but blocking being in self-protection. This is being in self-protection too, but in a different way. It's next to the Fool's energy. You want to block that Fool's energy for one thing. You don't want to live, your head is out of the clouds, okay? So now you're really looking forward. These might be opinions coming up, other people's ideas, and you're like, no, you'll deal with this on your own. You really want to just deal with this issue on your own. You will figure it out. But you want to stay out of the Fool's energy for sure. It's right next to the Fool. You might not be trusting what the other person has been saying. Maybe the other person has been saying things that are leading you on as far as a future together, and now you're just not really believing it. And that might have started this whole thing. I have the Three of Pentacles next to the Seven of Wands and right under the Hierophant. Now, this is a black card. It's about the Pentacles, security, stability, groundedness, commitment. But there's a third energy here. So I feel like there might be a third energy associated with this relationship. Maybe somebody is telling you things, or somebody's telling them things, or this could be a past relationship. Someone was in a prior relationship that is affecting this relationship. It's the energy is not good. There's some bickering. It's like butting heads with this Three of Pentacles, and it's right below the Hierophant. I think it's a past experience that is holding the other person back. So that's why they're being so slow and coming forward with the Pentacle. You're very much on guard about this bickering about the Pentacles. So the Page of Swords is right under the Knight of Pentacles too. And so, you know, about the slowness. So your sword's up in self-protection. And you're not swinging the sword. I don't think anybody breaks up with anybody. Per se, it's more like there's a separation because of a disagreement that was powerful, a powerful disagreement. But you're not swinging the sword. You're just on guard. And you're very hyper aware now of what's being said and done in this relationship. You definitely, whatever this energy is, maybe they're still married, maybe there's an ex that's still involved, maybe there's something going on that's attached to them that you're on guard about, because it's holding your relationship back with this person that you obviously have feelings for. Now remember, this is a spiritual lesson for you. So the spiritual lesson is probably about patience. It's probably about trying to stay grounded and to let things happen naturally, and not to push it as hard as you feel like you want to push it. That's kind of how I feel in this reading. I have the Eight of Cups over here, was the extra card that came out. So this is about turning, I think somebody does walk away. I mean, it's a separation. And somebody turned their back on love because of the disagreement. But I don't feel like this is permanent. I feel like this is a temporary separation, because I have the Death card here, and the Death card is saying the beginning of the new, the end of the old, and I feel like this whole relationship is going to take a transformation. I think once you learn your spiritual lesson, this whole relationship just kind of it slows down a bit, kind of evolves and starts to run a little more smoother. This sword, King of Swords, can be seeking truth and clarity, self-protecting wise, but you might get to the bottom of what's going on. Your sword is still up here against a third party. Let me take out an angel card, and then I'll take out a universe card for you. just advice in these cards, something that you need to know or hear. Because I think this, I think it's going to be in these cards is going to be something that's really going to help you get rebalanced and more grounded. Because I just feel like they're just slow. They're just slow coming forward with that pentacle for whatever reasons. So Libras, let's cut these cards for your angel card. There, let's see what it is. It's called Inner Strength. Now you can pause and read this anytime you want, but I'm going to read it to you. And look, number 11. Inner strength. You have great courage and kindness. You may not realize how strong and powerful you are, but there's no problem you can't solve. The compassion you so freely give to others must also be given to yourself. Stand strong in your convictions if the right answer to tell someone is no. So, I do think it's going to work out. If you need to say no, that you're not going to wait forever, maybe it's you that walks away and says no, this relationship's not going anywhere. So, you know, inner strength. Stay true to yourself there. Let me take out a universe card. Let's see what the law of attraction has to say about this reading here for Libras for July, please. What else do Libras need to know if this is your reading? What else do they need to know? Get this cut for Libras. My goal of happiness is important enough. Now I'm going to read this card to you. You can pause and read it anytime you want. The reason you are not conscious of any specific pre-birth goals is because there were no specific goals. You had, before your birth, general intentions such as being happy, being an uplifter, having continuing growth, but the specific process to achieve those things are up to you to decide here and now. And this time, you are the creator. So, like I felt before, I think I know it's your spiritual lesson. And your temperance, your guardian angels and spirit guides are here to help you to become more grounded and more patient with this person who is sincere about their feelings for you. And they are a soulmate. So, you know, you may want to get this worked out. Let me take out one more of these cards here. Just one more on that 8 of Cups, please. One more. There we go. You are moving forward. Okay. I kept feeling like you're going to work this out, and you are going to work this out. So I feel like with the 2 Sphinxes here, that you're going to work it out together, and you will be moving forward together, that this is like a big bump in the road. A big bump. But you'll get through it. So Libra, thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.